am back. And I have stories to tell. Ooh, it is laggy. Oh my god. I don't think we're gonna be playing any games today. um, I think we're mostly gonna be just chatting. Oh, Isa is playing a game. I wonder what they're playing. So I'm back. I'm alive. I'm here. Ooh, yay, zooey mama. Ugh. I just woke up from a nap. Um, I got up at 2 today, 2 in the afternoon. But the thing is, if I get really bored really easily, and when I get bored, my first instinct is to sleep. So what I did was, I my parents were in the living room, so I couldn't hang out in the living room, other than to make myself some food. So I made myself some food, and I went upstairs and I scrolled on YouTube for a bit, and then I fell asleep. So yeah. Anyway, I got a couple DLCs for Truck Simulator. I got, uh, um, I got the Texas pack and the New Mexico pack. So I can show you around New Mexico and where I live, which is Texas. Um, I've been to New Mexico a couple times, mostly because it's right next to Texas. Um, it's still a 10-hour drive though, so not very fun. I think it'd be like maybe an hour plane ride, maybe less. So like there's not really a point in taking a plane there cuz it just feels too short to take a plane ride. I have someone sending me a friend request on stream, but I don't recognize their name, so I'm not gonna accept it for now. But yeah, I got a few DLCs for Truck Simulator, so we can play that at some point. Although, as it is for all the other games I played, it'll be atrociously laggy. So I don't know if we'll even be able to play it, but it would be nice if we could. We can make an attempt sometime. But today, I think we're truly gonna be just chatting, just talking and all that. Let me get some background music to soothe the soul. No Spotify today. I'd love to play some Spotify for y'all, but because it's just chatting stream, I want to make sure that I can post this on YouTube maybe, and like so that people can watch it and hear about my trip. I want people to be able to hear about my trip. Let me find some background music for us to listen to. I've got a lot of phlegm in my throat at the moment. And I'm trying not to do that gross thing where like I move up my throat. Let's Okay, that seems pretty decent. This will probably be a pretty short stream. I promise we'll have something better. Like maybe I think I'm gonna start streaming like every other day so that I'm not overloaded, because streaming every day is a little difficult. Like I'm always I'm always kind of tired the day after I stream, so I'm gonna switch to streaming every other day until until like until I have like maybe a better computer and can actually handle streaming without getting super stressed out because nothing is working. Y'all saw how Cooking Simulator went. It did not go well. The only thing that didn't lag was Solitaire, and I was playing that on a browser. So I'm gonna switch up this music actually. So there we've got some cute little music. You, my single viewer hiding in the chat, state your name. Say hi at least. I see you, but I can't see your profile. Oh man. So basically, we use a credit card, and our credit card had a ton of built up credits. So when we got to LA and we got to our hotel, we just paid with those credits, and because we paid with those credits, we got upgraded to a suite instead of just a normal room, and that was pretty cool. We stayed at the Roosevelt Hotel, and it was pretty cool. But I brought my swimsuit, but I wouldn't say they necessarily had swimming weather, or at least not swimming weather compared to what we get in Texas, which is definitely swim weather almost 24/7. I might see if my dad will take me to a pool tomorrow because I'm super sore from just walking around the city and carrying a heavy ass bag all the way to the plane and off the plane and inside the house. I really struggled. We don't live in a walking city, mostly because it's constantly like 100 degrees outside. So yeah, I don't walk a lot, and I was walking in heels for like, we walked about 4.5 miles, and so like my feet and ankles were super sore, and I got Heelys, but I didn't know that they needed an instruction manual, so I only hurt myself more because I was sliding around because I couldn't figure out the Heelys, and I would take a step and I would nearly go into the splits. So that was funny. I'm gonna probably paint those Heelys and learn how to use them. I really wish it was like a decent enough city to where I could just roller skate around and not have to worry about getting kidnapped or anything like that. I'm talking about where I live now, but it's not really that kind of place. I mean, the nearest shopping center is like a 5-minute drive, which is like a 30-minute walk, and that's going down heavily busy roads that have kind of a lot of crashes, or like more than average at the very least. So yeah, not necessarily the safest place to walk around. LA was fun though. They had a Miniso. They had a Miniso right next to our hotel. So like and where I live, we don't have a lot of Minisos. Like I think the nearest one is like a 40-minute drive. And even though a lot of times that ain't much, we do live in a city and everything's pretty close by. Like the nearest restaurants are like not even like a full minute away a lot of the time. We've got a lot of restaurants that are really close by, and taking that into account, taking that into account, shit, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, taking that into account, 40 minutes seems quite a ways away. Because all the other places that we usually go to are pretty damn close. But even like 40 minutes, a 40-minute drive to get to like a new, or to like get to family and stuff, it's nothing for us. And I recently learned about how big the sections are of Canada. I don't know how they're divided, but those sections are huge. And here we are, us US inhabitants, complaining about how it takes us 10 hours to get outside of Texas alone. And then I look at Canada and I'm like, oh boy, I wonder how that must feel. Because that looks like an over 10-hour drive. That looks like it could be like 12 to 20 hours just to get out of your little section. And then I'm sure it's worse in Russia as well. Russia is ginormous. Russia is huge. So I got this cute little phone stand at Miniso. It's a My Melody phone stand. I'm a My Melody lover. My Melody is my favorite Sanrio character. It used to be Hello Kitty, but then I found out that My Melody had pretty much a magical girl anime, and I watched some of that, and My Melody became my favorite. So now I have a ton of My Melody merch. I have a My Melody bag. I have My Melody lip balms. I have My Melody face masks, and like what are those things that you put on your head to protect your hair when you're washing your face and stuff? I have one of those for My Melody. I have a giant My Melody plush that I got at a convention. I have My Melody nail stickers. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you what nail polishes I wore. I like sharing what nail polishes I've been wearing. I think it's fun, and I know that a few of my viewers are trans women, and I figured that if you have one friend that's very encouraging of trying out feminine stuff, even if you may not look very feminine, I find that can be I find that can be very nice. I have a kind of masculine face build, a bit more of a masculine face build a lot of the time. So I don't wear makeup a lot, but I still really like doing my hair and my nails and all of that. And when my friends encourage me, it makes me super happy, because sometimes I feel like I can do a makeup look and it just doesn't look right because of my face. So I want to be able to be encouraging of all the women out there who may not feel like their body is adequate enough to pretty up and do their nails. So I'll share the nail polishes that I used over the trip. They are all by the brand Holo Taco, which I use frequently because I bought a ton of nail polishes from them for my birthday with my birthday money, and I'm still testing a few of them out. The one I'm currently wearing I'll share after I share the two that I wore to LA. The first one was hold on. My nose is itchy, but I keep blocking my mouth to scratch it. The first polish that I wore was called Dead Petals, and I wore it simply so that I'd have something on the plane, and so that I could protect my nails. But the top coat I had wasn't very good, and it kept chipping and causing my nail polish to peel before I was ready for it to peel, because I like to use a peely base. And so now the reason I was using that top coat was because the top coat that I like to use, which is the Holo Taco top coat, that top coat got really thick because of air circulation in our house and me just using it a ton. But now I got nail thinner, so it's all good now. The the glossy top coat is fixed, and I'm able to use it again, and my nails already feel like they're stronger, and I haven't had any peeling. Um, Now, choosing nail top coats is a little bit difficult because when I go to Target and stuff, I see all these different top coats and I'm not sure what to get because there are so many. Like, Essie has like 3 or 4 different top coats. All of them are in like clear bottles. So, like, none of them are technically official gel polishes, which is weird because some of them, one of them says gel top coat at least, but it needs to be in a opaque bottle, a bottle that is not clear. Otherwise, the UV from you just carrying around in your daily life in your room where you have your windows open or something, that'll cause the polish to cure because it cures under UV light. So if it's in a clear bottle, it is not gel polish. Yeah. But anyway, they had a few other. One was like a fast dry. One was like a no chipping one, and one was like to protect the nail polish and stuff. And it's confusing. It's like, why can't you just have a single base coat that does all of them? It was kind of frustrating, you know. And so I chose the one that protects because I got a I have a peel off base coat that I like to use, and I figure having one that protects my nail polish is probably better than having one that prevents chips and peeling, since I'm already gonna peel off my nail polish. I should have gotten the one that prevents peeling because, like, let's just say that, like, after a single day, my nail polish would come up and peel, and that was pretty annoying because I would put a lot of effort into doing my nails only for it to peel, and it wouldn't do that with a hollow taco top coat. Like, with a hollow taco top coat, I've had it stay on for like a week without peeling up when using the peely base coat. So, like, I highly recommend getting the hollow taco top coat. It's also 10 free, which means 10 of the potentially harmful chemicals that are oftentimes in nail polish, those aren't in them. So that's another bonus. And the polishes that I specifically wore, I specifically wore, let me expand my model a little bit. I specifically wore Dead Petals on the Plain, which is a really cool dark purple linear hollow. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I highly recommend it because the formula is really nice and it's easy to apply. I mean, I didn't really even have to use much acetone at all to clean up around my nail. And that includes on my left hand, or when I was doing my right hand, which is my non-dominant hand, or which my right hand is my dominant hand, so I was doing my right hand with my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand. It's frustrating, but I've been getting pretty damn good at it. So even though there are mistakes every now and then, it's not as bad as it was before, where I would mess up so badly to where I feel like I ruined the whole nail and would just start over from scratch, which wasted a ton of polish. And I was really frustrated because I worked really hard to do the manicure, and then like I'd also spend a lot of money on the polish, and I felt bad because I felt like I was just wasting polish, and it was not a fun experience. Anyway, yeah, but I've been getting really good at it. I don't do that anymore. Isa Borealis is playing something else now. Um, this background music is really cute. I'm gonna loop it because I really like it. It's called Kitty Coffee Shop. 1 hour songs, lo-fi chill. It's super cute. Like the background is cute. And the music is nice. Man, we've been streaming for 30 minutes. I'm not sure how good I'm gonna be at these just chatting streams, because I barely get any viewers, and that pretty much means that I don't really have anyone to talk to. Unless I have one of my viewers that is very chatty, like Retro Zeph, or Isa Borealis, or Spider Floof even. Those 3 people are pretty damn chatty. Oh, Isa Borealis is doing a collab with Theodore. That makes sense. I do have a Discord, by the way. So if you are not currently in the Discord, you are free to join, and I will have to figure out how to put my Discord in the widget section of my stream, but for now I'll just post it in the comments. But anyway, where the hell is Retro Zeph? Oh my god, Spider Floof enjoys 100 Girlfriends! That is lovely. That is my favorite anime and one of my favorite mangas. Oh yeah, the second polish I wore on the LA trip. I keep getting distracted. It was called Curfew Crasher. And it's like, I have this polish called Blush Money. And Blush Money it's like a kind of, it's like a pink with silver shimmers, silver glitters, and also holographic glitters mixed in it. And it's like a jelly formula, so you can see through the layers. Oh, my bad. My throat is not yum. I wore that with a matte top coat, since it was my only top coat that wasn't all goopy, and that worked. So I did order some more Holo Taco top coats. I ordered 2 extras so that I wouldn't run out, and they're both glossy top coats. I would have ordered a peely base again, but I'm doing pretty good on my peely base, so I'm not incredibly worried. Plus, I use like a really thin coat on my nails whenever I do the peely base. I don't always do the peely base. It just, I prefer it because I have a habit of peeling the nail polish off my nail, and that's pretty damaging when you're using a normal base coat. So I use the Peely base to make sure that I'm not damaging my nail. And I brought the Peely base with me on the trip, but I didn't use it. I used my pink smoothing base, which does not last nearly as long as other base coats. It chips pretty easily, but I think you're mostly supposed to put it over a pre-existing base coat. So like, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. But the nail polish Curfew Crasher. It's like the big sister to Blush Money. It's a deep purpley mauve color almost. So it's pretty, and it's got gold reflective shimmers with hollow glitters as well, and it's also like a jelly consistency, and it is super duper pretty. I used a matte top coat because I felt like it was the polish that would best go with the matte top coat. But it's even prettier with a glossy top coat. I'm not the biggest fan of matte nail polish. Since I already had a glossy top coat, I wanted to make sure that I had another top coat that I could also use if I didn't want it to be glossy. So I bought the matte top coat, and the color that is currently on my nails is called Blue Rizzler, and it's a crushed hollow taco nail polish with pink iridescent pink shimmers, and it's very pretty and stunning, and I highly recommend you look it up because my description does not do justice to just how pretty this nail polish is. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. I might just stream until 12 or something. I'm pretty tired, and I don't really want to play a game right now because I know that if I do, it'll be super laggy, and I really, really don't want to have to deal with that. Like, it's just, it's such a pain in the butt to have to turn down every single setting in the game only for it to still not work and still not be able to run properly. It's incredibly frustrating, and and I just kind of hate it. I want to play Truck Simulator with y'all. I really do, but I'm scared that I'll have to wait until I get a new PC, and that probably won't be any time in the near future, because I don't have the money for it. I had like $200 left in savings, and I was saving it for this trip, and now it's pretty much gone. I've got like maybe $20 left, and a part of me is ashamed that I spent so much money on the trip, and I feel incredibly guilty. I could have spent it on something else. I could have spent it on something better. But when I look back and think about my purchases, there's only really one that I would absolutely want to refund if I could. But I don't necessarily know how to go out and seek refunds. I need to learn how to do that. It was a $30 pair earbuds that I got at Miniso. I didn't realize that they were like the early versions of Apple AirPods, where earphones that didn't have the silicone protector. And my ears are like super duper small, so they really hurt my ears. And so I've been going at it with a nail file, trying to file it down so that it'll fit in my ear, and it just won't. And I feel like I just wasted a ton of money. And I feel so guilty because it was $30. It's eating me up inside. But all of my other purchases, I'm rather happy. We also had a not a Walmart, a Marshalls right across the street from our hotel. So like, that's one of the reasons why I'm not too upset with my purchases, because quite a few of them were made at that Marshalls. Cause I mean, it's Marshalls. They have good stuff for cheap. Like they oftentimes will sell those cute little creme shop Sanrio macaron lip balms, which are to this day one of the very few lip balms that I can actually use without them making my lips even drier and more cracked. And they sell those at Marshalls for like $5. Although it's hard to find them there. I don't think all of the locations have them, and like when they do get them, it's like a very limited number. Cause I mean they are selling like $15 lip balm for $5. But yeah, if you can find them at Marshalls, I suggest grabbing them because they do work super well, and they have so many different scents and stuff. They have two different formulas from what I can tell. Or like two different ones. One is for repair and one is for keeping your lips nice. I am not picky about which one I get, although I do notice that sometimes the formula differs from balm to balm. Like, they oftentimes each have a different formula. I really like the silkier formulas though. So like if I find one that has a silky formula, like I really like the pear scented macaron lip balm because it has such a silky formula and it just feels very nice on my lips. Um but I'm not too picky about the formula usually. Oh yeah. So because it was only like gonna be like a trip where we really only spent one full day there, we didn't pack a lot. Like I had like one carry-on bag that had my actual stuff, and then one handbag, which was of course the My Melody one. Um, I feel like that sounded like one of those TikTok beauty gurus. I'm terribly sorry. Um, oh man. I forgot where oh yeah. So like I didn't pack a lot. I did pack a plain blanket, but it was a blanket that I got at Marshall's for $7. The reason it was that low of a price was because it was a baby blanket, and I slept on the couch in the hotel with, which it was a fold-out mattress, but I don't like doing that because I feel like it's, I feel like they can be a little gross. I feel like they get neglected and forgotten about. So like, meanwhile, the couch usually gets a good wipe down every time and a good vacuum, depending on what type of couch it is. It was a leather couch, so probably a wipe down and maybe a vacuum, unsure. But anyway, I slept on the couch without any blankets, and like a singular tubular crimson pillow. And then I had the baby blanket. That was my only blanket, so I had to like huddle up under this tiny little baby blanket, and I managed to sleep through the night for both nights that I had to sleep there, which was pretty cool. I'm getting pretty tired. I mostly wanted to stream to let y'all know that I was back and all that. I'm running out of stuff to talk about, and I'm also like really tired. And I realized that one of our members left the server, and I'm kind of a little bit confused as to why they left the server. And all that. I wonder if they unfollowed me on Twitch. I mean, it's bound to happen occasionally, where you get a viewer that really only follows you for a short while. Like, maybe you don't put out the content that they want you to put out, and then they unfollow you, and you're confused as to why. I'll have to look into that, because I did make them a mod for my account. Oh yeah, the Discord. Sorry, I don't have chat pulled up on the side of my, on the side of my stream. So, I have to do this on my phone. Let me invite y'all. Or invite the one person that is here. If you'd like, you can join the Discord. It's not necessary, but it is a little fun thing. There aren't enough people to where like people chat regularly very often, and I'm in another server that I chat a lot more regularly in, and also my wannabe account for Discord is not my main account, so like it's kind of nerve-wracking being on it all the time, and I might just switch out of it for a while, so like I won't be online in the server. So yeah. Feel free to join if you'd like. It's genuinely not necessary. And I know I said I'd stream till like 12, but I think we're hitting around the 50-minute mark, and as you could probably tell by my voice, I'm still kind of exhausted and tired, and I really just want to be able to rest for a little bit. You know, I need to relax and all that. I'm still super sore from the trip, and like I know that I don't really need to go to a place that has a hot tub, because Texas already has like 90-degree pools because it's so incredibly hot. I don't necessarily like going to public pools because I know that they use salt a lot of the times to make sure that their pools are clean rather than chlorine, and I feel like the salt makes the water feel heavier and it makes it harder to swim through. So like I kind of struggle a little bit, but I think I really need to get a swim out because I'm so sore. My legs hurt, my back is in pain. Every time I move my ankle, it's a little painful. I'm just super sore all over. My shoulder is especially sore. I have one shoulder that I don't really use a lot as well, because a while back, my school changed to having clear backpacks and had us move all of our stuff into a flimsy, clear backpack with these rope straps, and I had a lot of stuff, mostly my Chromebook, which is super heavy, and I have pretty delicate, sensitive skin. So, like, constantly walking around, the shoulder strap kept digging into my shoulder to the point where it started to bleed and all that. And so my shoulder was bloody and bleeding, and my shirt had blood on it, and that was not fun. And so I don't use that shoulder a lot. And like I kind of tried to use it yesterday when we were getting off the plane, but it was just, I haven't used it in so long that it was just really painful to just put a little weight on it for a second almost. So, yeah. Man, that was rough. So the shoulder that I did use carry my bag with for most of the day when we were walking around and carrying it all over the place, all over the airport, my shoulder that carried most of that weight is super duper sore. And I'll probably need to rest it under the hot pad. I think for tonight, at the very least, I think it's okay to log off a little bit early. I'll get y'all some music box music. And then I might post this on YouTube, but I don't know if I'll do it immediately. I am very, very tired. So, I think I'm gonna call it here. I know it was a super duper short stream, especially compared to a lot of other streams and a lot of other streamers and what they do, but I really need to rest. So I think the next time that I stream it will be on Monday.